Hi, and welcome to episode number 4 of my Islands Project update and general creative adventure-ness. So first up, I've got some really exciting news. One of my films, the film about making red ochre oil paint from the Mendips, has been selected to be shown as part of Homegrown Shorts, which is going to be at the Curzon Cinema next week, the 23rd of March. That's going to be shown. I'll put some links in the extra info about that. So I'm really excited. I delayed sharing it with you because I wasn't sure that my film quality was going to be high enough resolution that I'd made it. But it's fine. It's all good. So it's going to be on the big screen. Amazing. So that's really exciting news about that. The other thing is I have finished the sewing of my quilt. I keep forgetting where to look. I think I need to be looking over there. So the quilt is sewn. All done. Hand stitched. Took me quite a lot of hours. I listened to a few audiobooks. I was listening to one of the Seven Sisters audiobooks. So all of those books are kind of stitched in to the quilt. And I also included some gold thread at the bottom here and used brown for the bottom part, and then I've got blue for the top. So that is all stitched now, ready to put the ends on, and then I can start filming on using this as my background, using it as my filming background. So that's also finished. Well, nearly finished. It's taken a while. I do wonder why I decided to do it like this in the first place, but I'm gonna keep going with it and finish it. So we're getting closer with that, so that's good. And I've also been working out the scale. So I've got some bits. This is for the cormorant, and I did a little fun test with how to move. I need to work out how to move the parts of the body, so the beak, and also how the wings move. So I did a template, it's made out of paper first, to try and figure out the movement, but it's not right, but it's a starting point. So that's where I've gotten to with working out my scale now, so I can figure out where everything's going to go on the quilt and how to start bringing that to life.
Hello, my name's Gilbert. I'm a cormorant and I live on Blue Island. It's a magical place.
That's the quilt update. The rest of this episode is going to be about my recent trip to Manchester. So I went up to Manchester because I wanted to see the Mackinnon and Saunders exhibition at Waterside Arts. They're the puppeteers, the puppet makers. They made the puppets for the recent Pinocchio film that's been on Netflix, that's recently won an Oscar and a BAFTA. Well done. They've also made the maquettes and the puppets for Corpse Bride and Frankenweenie, and a lovely little film called Archie, a little dog, which I've included the links to below as well. It's magic. So I'm going to keep this intro bit quite short and then share what I saw as part of that exhibition. amazingly detailed puppets and the attention to detail to the costume. I mean, it was mind-blowing. Check out Amanda Thomas Creative on Instagram. She's the head of costume, and you can get to see just how incredible the work is of these skilled artists. I'd really recommend following her and also having a look on YouTube for other films about them and behind the scenes, that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm hoping maybe one day I'll get to go in their studios and have a look behind the scenes myself, but until then I'll enjoy watching films that other people have made. I was also really lucky to visit the Cosgrove Hall Films archive. I'm getting very excited just talking about it. When I started looking at planning my trip to Manchester, I wanted to try and make the most of my visit up there. So I discovered that as part of Waterside Arts, which is actually in Sale, about half an hour outside of Manchester, it's where they've got the Cosgrove Hall Film Archive, and they were the brainchild behind Danger Mouse. They produced Danger Mouse, Count Duckula, Chorlton on the Wheelies. I mean, a lot of stuff I watched growing up. So I got in touch with them, and the fabulous Rosie, who's their archivist, was fantastic in letting me see some of the collection. What's great about being able to see that material is I could see original scripts, I saw original storyboard, I saw the character creation of Danger Mouse, so it describes his character, it describes Penfold's character, and then seeing some of the original cells and how they've been painted in the background, and the puppets from Chorlton and the Wheelies. And it was called Chorlton and the Wheelies because there's a place right near Sale called Chorlton, which I'd never realised until just finding this out, were really quite basic. And yes, they were made, a long time ago, but it just freed up, I suppose, that thinking how much detail do I need to go into for what I'm making. Excellent. And I'll see you again next time.